anywhere I go.
And I know whatever's next, my Fairwinds crew will always have my back.
Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds, federally insured by NCUA.
This is the label that stands for good. This is the food that's behind the label that stands for good. This is the farm that grows the food that's behind the label that stands for good. This is the family that need not worry about the farm that grows the food that's behind the label that stands for good.
If it says Greenwise on the outside, you can trust that it's good on the inside. Greenwise, only from Publix.
Welcome back to Kissimmee, presented by Orlando Health. This League One matchup between the Lions and the Revs, and the Publix tailgater report. Michael Halliday, 17 years old, local kid out of Apopka. And the lineups for the Lions: Nevilev making a number of changes because of health issues. For the Lions, Rivera, Lamb, and Tablante will be the first line of scoring. Quintero, Gusk, Amir getting the start. Rosario, Williams, Halliday, Rosales, and Avisa will be in the pipes. For the visitors, Joseph Rice will be in the pipes today. You see Renix up top on the right, along with Presley and Sinclair. Players showing the solidarity as this has become commonplace across USL as well as the MLS. Time for us to take a look at keys to the game. This brought to you by Rasmussen College. Pitch relations for the Lions. They've got to play together. A number of new pieces, guys that haven't had a lot of playing time together. And for the Revolution, they want to move the ball forward. So dig, if you will, a picture. The Lions, head to toe in purple, going from left to right on your screen on the other side. Dressed in white, it will be the Revs going from right to left. Alex Billeter is the lady with the Barbasol. Lions get us started, going over the top already. Tablante trying to come to the inside, gives it away. Revolution will touch it for the first time on the morning. Yes, we are kicking off in the morning, a rare early morning start in League One, and Revolution doing a nice job of moving it forward before they have to go back. Switching sides, Sinclair. And here is the Revolution towards the corner. Too heavy for Connor Presley. So it will be Austin Avisa who will kick it away. See right there, Thomas Williams, who usually plays as the right center back, moves over to the left because Michael Halliday will be next to him. You see Rosales there underneath, and here is Halliday, the 17-year-old. He'll go back to his keeper. Firmino was keeping Avisa honest. Sinclair will head it out of play, and Avisa will get it again. These two teams are familiar with each other. What do I mean by that? Well, Marcelo Nevilev and Clint Piet were together at U.S. Soccer. Marcelo Nevilev, who was an assistant coach with the Revolution before being dismissed when Bruce Arena came in to take over the first team and then came down to Orlando City to oversee the academy part of the Orlando City organization, and then became the head coach of OCB. Lions will work the back line, and here's Williams for Halliday. Going down the pitch, connecting with Quintero. And this is an opportunity that won't go the way the Lions want, but it will be Mason Lamb who will keep Joe Rice honest. In the back, Spalding for Bell. Now the captain for Futh. Back to Bell. Bell, the left foot, over the top. Looking for Presley, and that will go out of play. It will belong to the Revolution. The throw-in will come from the outside. Into the box and cleared out by Halliday. That will go out of play. And it will be a throw for the Revolution once again. The honors will be done by Colby Quinteros. And here's Bell. And that's a mistake. Time just enough for Quintero to get a foot on it, so Spalding will throw it in. Going into the middle, off the chest of Renix. He'll switch sides. Here's Presley, and you see that that left arm, as he's got the arm injury, and obviously that will not be in effect in a game in which you can't use your hands. It will stay once again with the Revolution. Quintones throwing it in. That ball will center through and come through and out of play. So Avisa once again busy, as New England doing exactly what they wanted to do. Clint P.A. telling me he wanted to build from the back and move quickly, and that's exactly what the Revolution have done early in this match. Avisa will hand it off to Halliday. Halliday will push forward. Has some running room into the middle. And that was Rivera who overran it. Coming the other way, New England once again. Sinclair now on the left, gave it up. And here are the Lions, who had the opportunity to move forward on the counter, give it up too easily. New England wanted the handball, but they get the ball back. Now back outside. Presley centers, an opportunity, but Renix couldn't connect. Cleared out momentarily, but once again, the Revolution will gather it up. They'll reset from the back now on New England side of the pitch they want to be on. They'll slide it forward. That's cleared out by Williams. Williams only 16 years old, 6'3". Hails from Titusville, not far from Kissimmee. Spalding. Feeling pressure from Lamb, has to go back to Bell. Ruth. Firmino. Presley, and he pushes ahead. Quintones. Play inside the box, a little physical. Cleared on the other side. Lamb can't get there, and Joe Rice, 6'4", 190, 24-year-old. And he'll move it forward. Rice has played 8 games, starred 8 games for New England. Presley was trying to get there, but Avisa is able to gather it up. Rivera trying to connect with Tablante. That won't happen. It will go all the way back to Rice. He's given up 12 goals in those 8 games. Spalding. We apologize for a little bit of interruption, but we're right back to play. Here's Presley. And that is deflected. That will go out of play. Corner coming up. First one of the morning here in the 8th minute will belong to the Revolution. So along with Marcelo Nevelev and Clint PA being together at U.S. Soccer, a number of other players have connected together. We'll get to that as the game goes on. Sinclair was trying to get it into the center. It's cleared out. New England will gather it back up before moving forward. ACL, here's Presley into the box, cleared out by Halliday. It will be a throw for the Revolution. Tiago Mendonca and Austin Avisa were teammates at Providence College. Quintones, the 17-year-old out of New Hampshire, will throw it in. Connects with Presley, and Tablante will take it away. ACL. New England will switch sides. Firmino doesn't have a lot of space, has to work it back. Mendonca. Verbuth. ACL. And the play continues. Presley centers. And that goes just wide. Best opportunity of the morning. And Sinclair just couldn't find the back of the net. Goes wide right. We take another look. Good ball movement. Presley whipping it in. And running on and using the back outside of his leg. Orlando Sinclair, the 22-year-old Tico, just couldn't connect. Here's Austin Amir sending it forward to Tablante. Amir will go back. Amir, a holdover from a year ago, along with Tablante. And here's Halliday. Williams. Rosario from Altamont Springs, another suburb of Orlando. Tablante to Lamb. Was trying to give it back, gave it up. New England will press forward. Firmino. And here's Sinclair. Quintero was able to put a foot on it. Back to Rosales. And then back to Avisa. Out wide, Rosario in for Amir. Across Rosario. Rosales. He'll push it into the box. Quintero earns the Lions their first corner of the morning here in the 11th minute. Quintero, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela. And it looks like Rivera, the 16-year-old out of Puerto Rico, will head over to the corner. It looks like Halliday will keep him company. Renix will be the first line of defense. It will be Amir and Rivera. So it will be an in-swinger or an out-swinger. And it's Amir serving it in, headed out by Mendonca. And we'll do it again from the exact same spot. So we'll look to see if the Lions will show that two-man corner opportunity. They will. Amir served in, headed out. We'll do the corner on the other side. Gusk is there. He'll hand it off. And Rivera, as well as Amir, will head over to the corner. Looks like Amir will take this one and Rivera will be an outlet option. Tablante inside the box, inside the 6. And the in-swinger coming up. They play it short. Rivera cutting in. Baseline into the middle. Gusk. And Tablante is going to have nightmares on that one as he puts it into the stands. Took the one-timer. Really had time to settle it down. You see Rivera working inside. Going out. Gusk into the middle. And the sitter. And he brought the 9-iron. He really needed the 3-wood. Here's Bell. Spalding back to Bell. And switching sides. The giveaway. Quintero. Amir leading Rosales, too heavy for him. Right idea, but Rosales, the 22-year-old out of Kissimmee, here in Kissimmee, couldn't catch up with it. Bell for Vuth. Quintones sending it forward, Presley giving it back. Here's a lead. Well timed by Williams, knocking it out of play in the 14th. So the throw for the Revolution. Connor Presley and Juan Pablo Monticelli both came up in the FC Dallas organization. So a few more of those connections between those two teams. Revolution working their way to the final third. Rennick's pulling up the brakes. Finally goes backwards. Mendonça for Spalding. Everyone in a white kit on this side of the line. For Vuth going ahead. And the ball will work its way back to Austin Avisa. Rolls it out for Halliday. And then back to Avisa. Rosario looking for his outlet. He'll switch sides. Halliday will cover it up. Halliday, who did dress for the first team during MLS's back. Now getting the start for Marcelo Nevilev as central defender. Sinclair. Firmino. For Ruth. ACL sends it forward. Here's Spalding on the wing. Rosales playing defense, keeping him honest. New England has to work it back to the middle. Bell, Mendonça. Let it give and go. Great defensive play, but the whistle is blown. Rosales whistled on the infraction. First set piece opportunity for New England will come here in the 16th minute. And Firmino, as well as Spalding, will have the conversation and decide who's going to take this first one. So the left foot of Spalding, right foot of Firmino will be the options for the Revolution from about 25 out. And they'll continue their conversation as everybody gets set up in front. And Alex Billiter has walked off to 10. Firmino going right at it, going over. From striking distance, decided to take it. We take another look. Ultimately, it's Firmino, and he lifted it, just got under it. And Avisa will outlet for Halliday. New England has been the aggressors in this match so far. Sharper on the passes, cutting down the passing lanes, making it difficult for Orlando City to move forward. Rosales connecting with Quintero, and here is an opportunity for Rosales to get it into the middle. He was looking for Lamb. Rivera was there as well. New England, solid defense to turn it the other way. Presley going over the top. Halliday puts a head on it. Sinclair picks it up. Ball goes right through. And the opportunity is over for New England. Coming the other way. Gusk. Amir. And Amir will push it out for Rosario. Sending it forward, connects with Rivera. Renix comes up to play defense, outlet for Tablante, working his way into the 18. Takes the shot. It was a lot closer than it looked. Tablante with the first shot on frame. And he does a nice step over, working on Quintones to get the shot off. The left foot just doesn't get low enough. And Orlando City showing a little bit of aggression on that last exchange. The two teams at the bottom of the table looking for 3 points here this morning. Spalding has to go back to Bell. New England doing everything they can to keep the ball away from the Lions. And now stealing it away from the Lions. Firmino. Outlet for Sinclair. Centers, it's cleared out by Williams. Came over from the left side. Gusk will send it forward. That will stay in play. Bell using his head. Gets it to Spalding. For Vuth. Quintones. New England trying to find their way into the final third. Spalding. He'll switch sides for Presley. And Williams is able to step in front. Sending it down the line. And there's a foul against Rivera. So 20th minute, we're scoreless here in Kissimmee. Said it was going to be fast and said it was going to be physical, and we're starting to see a little bit of both. Mirror back to Williams, gives it back to Austin. Crossing for Halliday. The back line for Orlando City, 18 years old, 16, 17, and 22. And all four of those players, Rosario, Williams, Halliday, and Rosales, all hail from Central Florida. Rosario from Altamont Springs, Williams from Titusville, Halliday from Apopka, and Rosales from here in Kissimmee. Amir from Tampa. Here's Apopka. Ahead for Kissimmee. And here's the Venezuelan. Mishandled, but picked up by Rosales. He'll center. Over the head of Tablante. Reaches the feet of Rivera. Rivera getting the shot off. Sinclair was able to cover up. He gets it back once again. Now sent forward. Halliday pushing it out wide once again, and Rosales, for the third time on the morning, has been unable to catch up with the outlet passes. And that's something that Marcelo Nevilev is going to be looking at very carefully. Rosales getting the start on the right side. Normally that's where Michael Halliday would be playing. And because of health concerns on this club, you see a rebuilt right side. Nick O'Callahan is often there as well. And he is not dressed today. Mendonça for Verfuth, the 24-year-old. Who was started 9 out of 9 on the season. Played a year ago in championship with Loudon. Played his college ball at Virginia Tech. Shot from distance goes wide left for Firmino. So Austin Avisa will kick this one away, and you see the ball movement. Mendonça ahead for Firmino. The right foot didn't quite have the angle. Halliday feeling a little bit of pressure from the man who just took the shot. And the Lions will outlet. You see the high line of New England making it very difficult for the Lions to move it forward. And Avisa will punch it. 50-50 won by Spalding, then picked up. Quintero trying to connect with Rivera. It was knocked away by the captain. Ahead to Blante. Blante will go back. Rosario for Williams. Now ahead, Rosales. He'll go back. This is something that Orlando City's going to need to work on. They've got to move the ball faster. They've got to find the passing lanes. They find it there, but a heavy touch by Amir has to go back to Halliday. Outlet pass. Gusk is able to get it out to Rosales. Ahead, Quintero into the middle. The whiff by Rivera. He wanted it back. Tablante goes wide left. Another great opportunity for the Lions, but mistakes make it difficult to capitalize. We take another look. Rosales, ahead Quintero. Nice ball into the middle. Rivera whiffs, wanted it back, and he was open in the middle. But after the whiff, Tablante took the right foot, but went wide left. 25th minute, we're scoreless. Spalding, Bell. Once again, the captain. That goes forward. Firmino able to keep it in play. Working his way towards the 18. Cleared out of play. The Revs looking to throw it in. Quintones. Mendonça. Gets it back from his captain. Tablante comes up quickly. Mendonça didn't see him coming. The 24-year-old out of Portugal played his college ball here in the States with Providence College, along with Austin Avisa. Mendonça has an assist in 10 games. Here's the captain. Strong right foot. Off the head of Sinclair. Spalding gathers it up momentarily. Gusk. Quintero. Quintero sees something on the other side. Tablante came up for it. A little bit of pressure by Connor Presley, and the ball goes out of play. Last touch by Orlando City. Quintones will throw it in, the 17-year-old. And the whistle goes in the direction of New England. Alex Billiter wants the ball moved forward. Mendonça will be over it. Spalding for Bell. And that ball into the box, into the awaiting hands of Austin Avisa. Maciel was trying to send it in. Couldn't connect with a white kit. Rosales back for Halliday. Visa. Looking for Tablante, can't keep it in play. And the difficulties continue for the Lions. They're having a difficult time finding the passing lanes. And as a result, a lot of unforced errors. On the other side, New England has moved the ball well. Here's Spalding. Working it into the middle. Renix took too much time on the ball. Couldn't get a clean shot off. Mendonça. Presley is taken down. Tablante forces the play back. That will shoot all the way down the pitch. It will belong to the Lions. They haven't had many trips into the final third. They got an opportunity to throw it in here. Rivera. He'll go back to Rosario. And Orlando City, who has had difficulty getting the ball into the final third, decide to throw it backwards instead of moving it forward. And that's an observation that Marcelo Nevelev is having right now. Rosales to Gusk, ahead to Quintero, back to Gusk. A little give and go from Lamb. Quintero. And the passes have been a little bit behind the Lions when they've had opportunities. Quintero showing some strength, going through Amir. Rosario ahead to Blante. He'll center. That's knocked away. To Blante. Throwing it back. Rosario. Amir. Back to Tablante. Presley picks his pocket. Tablante comes back. And Orlando City earns it back. Halliday. Rosales. Overshoots Gusk. Williams coming forward. Amir connecting with Rosales on the wing. Centers. And once again, Orlando City missing opportunities. First on the header and then that one. Quintero, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela. Not a lot out of that exchange, and Rice was able to snatch it out of the air. Ball will stay with New England as Presley was doing battle with Rosario here in the 30th minute. Expecting a hydration break here in a moment, but we'll wait on it. Quintones from 12 out will throw it in. Spalding will punch it towards the box. We've got the stoppage of play. Expecting a hydration break here in the 30th minute, but it does not look like we're going to have it at the moment, as Billiter is having a conversation with Williams. We'll get all this sorted out. So we'll wait on the hydration break until after this set piece opportunity by New England just outside the box. Once the ball is settled down, it will be Ryan Spalding, the 22-year-old out of Cary, North Carolina, who played with North Carolina FC a year ago in championship, played his college ball at UNC Charlotte for the 49ers. Has 2 assists on the season. Signed with the Revs 2 back in January. Left foot coming up. Sinclair is there. Renix is there. Firmino is there. He went right at it. That will take us to the hydration break. And this hydration break is brought to you by Body Armor with potassium-packed electrolytes. Body Armor sports drink will keep you hydrated until the final whistle. 0-0 after 32 minutes of action here at Osceola Heritage Park. And we're going to take a look at the action so far on the first 30-plus minutes. And we'll go early on. Presley centers. Sinclair just can't connect. Sliding through. Here's Tablante, some fancy footwork. And he'll go just to the outside of the net. Mendonça ahead for Mino. Long distance. Goes wide left. And you see Marcelo Nevolev having a conversation with Gusk, one of the newer players, the 18-year-old out of St. John's, Florida. Williams is there. Rivera is there. But this is an interesting opportunity for the Lions. With the hydration break, it's almost like a timeout. Marcelo Nevolev, an opportunity to talk to his squad and tell them what he wants. You see, he's trying to get the ball underneath. He's trying to get them to move quicker. Those are the observations that we've had so far on the first half for the Lions. On the throw-in, they need to move the ball forward. They tend to go backwards. They need to create more opportunities, more chances. The reason that those chances have not been there, New England on the other side, playing a very high line, moving the ball quickly, much sharper than the Lions. On the passing, Lions have given up too many passing lanes, and too many opportunities have been created by New England, especially on the outside with Connor Presley really moving it up that right side, challenging Daniel Rosario. On the other side, Rosales has been challenged by Orlando Sinclair. Couple of passes, moving the ball forward, trying to connect with Rosales, haven't been able to connect. So those are the things that the Lions need to work on. Those are the things that New England needs to continue to do. The opportunities have been there. They just haven't been able to really challenge Austin Avisa so far on the first 30-plus minutes of action. So we're going to come back from this hydration break. Everybody has gotten the fluids and instructions from their managers. Austin Avisa will kick this one away. Probably a good time for me to have a quick hydration as well. And right back into the action. Austin Avisa will start us up as we go to finish the last 10-plus minutes of this first half. Still the morning here in Orlando. And the outlet for Williams. Williams for Mikey Halliday. Halliday will send it forward. Rosales, that will be last touched by Orlando Sinclair. And Rosales cheating well down the pitch. Quintero. Two big bodies there, Quintero and Mendonça. Mendonça at 172, Quintero at 170, last touched by Thiago. And Rosales, quick throw to Amir. And now Rivera trying to turn on it, knocked away momentarily. Mendonça comes up with it. Sinclair sending the ball forward. Stays in play. The little give and go. Sinclair gets it back from Firmino. Held off by Rivera. Double team. Rivera gets it. He's got some running room. Slowing it down for Amir. Gusk. Rosario. And Marcelo Nevolev calling for the ball to move vertical. Amir switching sides and can't connect with Rosales, and that's the fourth time on the warning that Jonathan Rosales has been unable to catch up with the counter. Bell gives it back to Spalding. Maciel for his captain. Presley. A little give and go, and he gives it up. Amir from Quintero. Halliday out wide. Rosario sending it forward. Tablante, Amir, and you see how difficult New England is making any kind of forward progress by the Lions. Rosario catching up with that one, keeping it in play. Inside Quintero, gives it back, almost gave it up. Gusk trying to put it into the box. Tablante taken down. Orlando City would have liked to point at the spot. They won't get it. We're in the 38th minute. We're scoreless. Orlando City trying to pick up the pace since that hydration break and since getting their instructions from their manager. Marcelo Nevelev, who's an assistant coach for the New England Revolution, before Bruce Arena came in and brought his own coaching staff. Marcelo Nevelev then joining Orlando City to oversee the academy, taking over as the manager for OCB. Very familiar, and a yellow card coming up for Rivera. Rivera will get the yellow in the 38th. Nevelev very familiar with developing players in Florida, specifically South Florida, ran the academy at Weston FC for many, many years. Left Weston FC to become the manager of the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. After leaving the Strikers, went to South America, coached down there, worked his way back to the U.S., again joining the New England Revolution, and now working very closely with Oscar Pareja and the Lions. Here's Tablante with a full head of steam. Friends in front of him. Rivera will tuck into the left. Tablante taking the shot from downtown Disney Springs, and he goes wide right. Great individual effort all the way through for Tablante, picking up the loose ball, coming the other way, takes the shot, the left foot just goes wide. And Tablante showing the speed, the skill that he has brought. He is a second-year player with OCB, another one of those holdovers from a year ago when they played at Mount Verde Academy. Mordanza ahead to Renix, who's been quiet in this one. Presley, and the flag goes up. Opportunity over, and you see that counter by New England, so incredibly impressive, is they pick up the loose ball and they go quickly right down the pitch, moving their way towards Austin Avisa, and that one, Presley just a little too fast down the pitch. Be interesting to see if either one of these teams can get on the board before the break. Quintero trying to cut around Spalding to get it back. Spalding has to go back to Rice. Rice will give it to his captain. He'll send it forward. Mordanza will send Vervuth back. Bell, outlet, Spalding, Maciel. Here comes Firmino. Sinclair into the middle. Renix pushes it out. Mordanza. He sliced that one. We stay scoreless. The longer that New England goes without scoring a goal, the more difficult it's going to be for them to earn the 3 points, giving Orlando City some breathing space. And when they get into the locker room, Marcelo Nevelev is going to be able to break down the things he saw in this first half, try to make some corrections, possibly even make some personnel changes. New England will go into the break and they'll talk about the opportunities that they had that they just weren't able to get clean shots off. Maybe one too many touches, maybe hesitating just a little bit before pulling the trigger. Presley sending it forward. There's some good ball movement, but over the head. But you see the press by New England, and Orlando City's able to break it. Quintero going over the top, looking for Rivera. Rivera is going to have to chase it down towards the corner. He does, working his way towards the 18, and that's punched out by the 24-year-old. Presley, he'll go down the pitch, and this is what New England's been doing so well throughout the morning. On the counter, flag goes up, and it goes against Williams. And Williams is going to get a card. So Thomas Williams in the 42nd minute will go into the books. Second card handed out on the morning by Alex Billiter. And that was coming to Williams as he's been a little physical on that left side. We get to see it again. Just holding him up as Renix is trying to battle back. King Tonis is over there with Presley. They'll talk about it. But ultimately, it will be the 22-year-old out of Austin, Texas, who also played with Loudon a year ago. Into the box. Halliday has to clear it. Felt the footsteps of Farino behind him. So a corner coming up here. It will be in the 44th minute by the time it is sent away. So that will get settled down by Sinclair. Presley will go over and may actually be the one who takes it, and he will. So Connor Presley, who has played 10 games for New England, will go short. Firmino knocked away. Last touch by Tablante, who came over from the left to play on the right. Sinclair, and there's an opportunity. Took a little too long. Outlet to Presley into the middle. Sinclair knocked away, and it will be cleared out by Rosario. Last touch there by Sinclair. So the opportunity in the middle, and once again New England just waiting a little too long on the shot and then having to outlet before they're able to put it on frame. And Austin Avisa comes up big. We take another look. Sinclair pushes it out. Presley, he goes back into the middle. And Sinclair able to get the shot off, but stretching out. Austin Avisa for the save. We're in the 45th minute. Bell will go back to Rice. Rice has given up 12 on the season. Vervuth sending it forward. Adonsa. Here's Firmino pushing it in. Renix just can't catch up with it as Austin Avisa comes sliding in and covers up. He'll roll it out. Now the outlet pass to a white kit. Not exactly what Orlando City was looking to do. Maciel, now Presley on the left. Timed very well by Rosales. The whistle stops play. We've got 3 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure.
3 minutes of added time.
And these 3 minutes will be afforded to you by Body Armor. Here's Amir. All right, so here is Quintero for Rivera. Pushing forward to Blante, looking to center, and that's going to get knocked into the middle and cleared out off the head of Spalding. And Presley staying on the left side will carry it up the pitch. He's got a lot of running room before Rivera comes up to say hello. Maciel. Adonsa. He's going over the top. Gathered up by Firmino. He'll take the shot, waiting on it. Covering it up and slowing everything down is Avisa. Avisa will roll it out. We've got 1 minute of that stoppage time already gone. And once again, New England, the aggressors. They head to Rivera, trying to get around Spalding. Does a good job of doing it. Dribbles it right out of play. Pressure from Presley forces Rivera to play it out. But the foul was whistled, and New England will have to play a little bit of defense as Rosales back to Halliday. Cross, Rosario. Long distance pass to Blante. He's cut down, but it will go the other way. So by the time we start this back up, we should have about a minute left in the first half. Still the morning here in Central Florida. 11 o'clock kickoff here in a rare Saturday morning game. Glad that you were able to join us, get up early on a beautiful Central Florida morning. Chamber of Commerce type morning. Ball sent forward and then back. Spalding, Mendonça, nice one-touch pass, but Renix wasn't able to catch up with that one. And Avisa will slow the game down. Halliday playing catch with Avisa. And the Lions are going to be content to slow things down. Avisa, outlet. Maybe the Lions will have one more chance. Rivera showing some strength. He's one of the shortest guys on the pitch, but he was able to muscle it well and stay up there. He's only 5'6". That's played out. And that's going to do it for the first 45 plus 3. Couple of cards handed out, but no goals scored. Don't go away. We've got a lot more for you. Halftime coming up next as we go to the break here on ESPN+.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection. Shop across the Ford lineup, America's best-selling brand. Now's the best time to buy. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Just announced, get $4,250 total cash back on a 2020 Escape. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is for above and beyond. I know that I need encouragement right now, and I know that our guests need encouragement. It's about making sure that they know that we care about them and that we're going above and beyond for them in all the details.
Earn your nursing or healthcare degree fully online in a way that works for you. At Rasmussen College, our instructors, advisors, and student support services are all online to help prepare you for success. We'll review your transfer credit on average in just one business day, and with 8 start dates a year, you don't have to wait. Rasmussen College, leaders in online education. Ready when you are. Start your future at rasmussen.edu.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here on ESPN+. OCB and the Revolution 2. Opportunity for us to take a look at the week that was. We will start in Richmond. Richmond playing host to the Herons of Fort Lauderdale. Party starts early on for the visitors. Ricky Lopez. Espin gets fed inside. He's inside the box. Uses the left foot. It's 1-0. We go to the other side. 9th minute. Richmond looking to tie it up. Terzaghi goes wide right. We stay 1-0 Herons. We move along. 26th minute. Terzaghi has an opportunity to redeem himself with the right foot. He finds the back of the net. Kickers 1-1. We slide across to the second half. Terzaghi in the 54th minute off the corner. He makes it 2-1. He gets his brace. And the Kickers get the win. They are 3 games in hand and 4 points out of that title game in League One. We move along. We go to Tucson and Madison, and the party gets started in the 3rd minute. Ellie Vetton will get fed in the middle. One-timer finds the back of the net. 1-0 for the home team. On the other side, shortly before the end of the half, Forward Madison will find their way to a 1-1 draw, and that is Paolo Jr. evening it up. We go into the locker room, stay at 1-1. We move ahead. 55th minute. Josh Cohn will get fed, turn around, use the left foot, find the back of the net. Tucson wins 2-1. Last highlight of the package. We go to Greenville, hosting North Texas. A lot of action on this side. Greenville with an opportunity to jump on early. Denied once, denied twice, denied 3 times. This game will ultimately decide in the 86th minute. Jake Keegan knocks it home. 1-0 for the home team. They are 7 points clear of Chattanooga in first place on top of the table in League One. But that's not all the action for you. We're going to go ahead. We're going to talk about tonight. Forward Madison, Chattanooga. They played 3 times last year, separated by just 1 goal. Chattanooga was leading 1-0 in the 85th, and Madison scores not once, but twice. Chattanooga would have to come back and get the equalizer. Wild match, wild series, and today at 2 p.m., they're going to get together once again. Chattanooga has a new coach. Madison playing closer to Milwaukee than they do to Madison. But the action will be intense. Chattanooga trying to hold on to that 2nd spot in the League One final. The other one tonight, late, Fort Lauderdale and Tucson in the desert. Wild one in Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale gets the early goal. 2 red cards. 80 minutes later, Tucson gets 2 goals. Last 6 minutes for League One's first comeback win of the season. 10:30 Eastern, they're going to play it out in the desert. 2 teams making their first meeting. Fighting for 2nd place on the table. Richmond visits 4th place, Omaha. That one later on. Hey, we got more. Don't go away here on ESPN+.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Shot from far out, and it's in! Hernandez!
Sosa tees it up. Sosa! Hara keeps this one in favor of Tormenta.
To the end line, Morale puts it over. Pilato fires. It's in! Noah Pilato strikes again! Roberts whips it in there, tipped away, just in time by Knight. What a save! Fires in there, Dennis back post, Ellie Belton! For the 2nd straight match, it's the Brazilian!
Far side, Micheletto. Fires one on, and a save made. Castanera again.
news and notes from around League One. Great matchup. Chattanooga, Union Omaha. Chattanooga, 3 games in hand, only 4 points. They're up top. Richmond, 5 comeback wins. And the player of the week was Curtis Thorne. And he leads an all-star cast for the week. And a few of those guys are playing in this game today. Ryan Spalding and Nicholas Firmino. So we'll see what the second half holds for those 2 members of the Revolution. Goal leaders on the league, look at that. Terzaghi, 9 goals. Lopez Espin, 7 goals. Jack Keegan, 5 goals. We already talked about them during the halftime today. And the assist leaders, who are the guys that are feeding the goal scorers? Time for us to take a look at those. Alex Morel of Greenville, doing a great job with 5 assists. He's got 2 goals of his own in 12 matches so far in League One action. And how are the keepers doing in League One? It's time for us to take a look at them as well. Dallas J has only conceded 6 goals. So has Marchetta and Akira Fitzgerald. So look at that. But the impressive thing is Dallas J in 11 games has only given up 6. We look around the scoreboard. Greenville over North Texas. Richmond got that 2-1 win. And Forward Madison dropping on the road in Tucson. Taking a look at the upcoming matches in League One. We talked about Forward Madison and Chattanooga. Fort Lauderdale goes to Tucson. Greenville will host OCB on Friday night. And Union and Fort Lauderdale will also have some home games. Don't go away. It is now afternoon football in Kissimmee. We'll be back on ESPN+.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hi, let me go get your mail.
Never looked this good when we lived here. Where did they get this stuff?
I got it at City.
Right now at City Furniture, we'll give you 60 months special financing with no down payment and free shipping. Why? So everyone can live like this.
Great travel begins with a great start. Offering more destinations, services, and travel comforts, Orlando International Airport understands what's important to you. Like more parking options, more dining and shopping choices, more domestic and international flights, more access and conveniences. Remember, it's not just about where you go, it's how you go. Get more. Travel through MCO.
That's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on your dreams. Wait, and if I didn't think it was worth one try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly.
Welcome back. Second half coming up next. We're scoreless after 45 plus 3. I'm Bruce Silverman. Welcome back to Osceola Heritage Park. We're now playing Saturday afternoon football. We take a look at the first half highlights presented by Walt Disney. We're in the 9th minute. Firmino out for Presley. He'll center. Sinclair can't connect on that one. It goes wide right. We slow things down and look at it once again. Presley trying to connect with Orlando. Sinclair has been trying to do it all morning long. We'll see what they can do as we turn to the afternoon. Here's New England once again. Firmino, downtown Disney Springs. He goes wide left. That right foot just can't connect. Austin Avisa has only really had to be pulled into action once to make a big save. Here's DeBlante carrying it all the way down the pitch. He takes the shot from downtown. He goes wide right. Moved about 50, 60 yards down the pitch to get that left foot off. We're in the 44th minute. Ball into the middle, Sinclair. Presley will catch up with it, try to give it back to Sinclair. One too many touches, and that was the big save that Avisa had to come up with in the first half. Stretched out, and then Rosario clearing it off the back line. Time for us to take a look at the stats brought to you by Fairwinds Credit Union. No red cards, yellow cards. There have been 2 in favor of Orlando City, the possession in favor of the Revs. The only stat that ever matters is the one up top, even though 8 shots versus 6 for New England. And we're back, just about ready to get underway. We'll switch sides, so the boys in purple will go from right to left on your TV screen, and in the white kits, it will go left to right for the Revolution. And so just to recap things a little bit, get you caught up on what happened in the first half. The aggressors were New England, showing speed and strength and having a counter, and we're going to have a... So Austin Amir's morning is over, and so the substitution for him is Oliveria. So Dos Santos is coming in for Amir, and that will happen in the 46th. And Jonathan Rosales' afternoon is over, and Mateo Rodas will come in for him, also in the 46th. So Dos Santos and Rodas are 2 of the possible 5 substitutions for Marcelo Nevilev, and kind of anticipated that Rosales, after a difficult first half, would give way, so Mateo Rodas will come in for him. So here is Renix to get us started. He was very, very quiet in the first half, and credit OCB's back line for shutting him down. Here's Spalding as we get started here. And you look at the records for both of these teams, just 3 wins between the 2. Mendonça sending it out. Quintones trying to give it back, and the big man will center. Sinclair will punch it into the middle. Renix can use his head, and he will find the back of the net. 46th minute, 1-0 visitors, and that is not the start that the Lions wanted. Great individual effort. Mendonça to center. Sinclair punching it and just lifting it with his head. Renix picking up his 2nd goal of the season for the Revs 2. So after the double substitution by the Lions, they're going to have to play from behind. This was the aggressive play that we saw out of the Revolution in the first half, moving very, very quickly down the pitch, using size and strength to get inside. Sinclair with the perfect pass to the inside to find the head of Renix. And credit Renix for just popping the ball up and over Austin Avisa's head to find the back of the net. So in what was a scoreless affair after 48 minutes is now a 1-0 lead for the Revolution. Avisa will punch it out, and Rodas will get his first touches. Trying to send it forward, going out of play. It will be a throw-in for the Lions. And you're actually going to see a little bit of a switch on that back line for the Lions as Rodas will tuck in and move Michael Halliday to the outside. In my conversation earlier in the week with Marcelo Nevilev, he talked about how Halliday was going to tuck in and play as a central defender and give Jonathan Rosales an opportunity to play on the outside. And with Rodas coming in, Rodas will take a position as the right fullback, as the right center back. Halliday will work to the outside and try to create a little bit more offense. But here is Spalding into the box. And that's cleared out by Rosario. Otherwise, it would have been a very quick 2-0 lead for the visitors. And a throw coming up. And Spalding taking his time getting over there. Spalding, 22 years old, out of Cary, North Carolina, played for his hometown team, the North Carolina FC squad, a year ago. And that's punched out and down the pitch. And that's going to have clearance and out of play. So a corner coming up, and the Lions are going to try to take this one quickly. Quintero into the middle. And Rodas was there, but he didn't jump on the ball, and Joe Rice is able to gather it up. So the ball goes out of play very quickly. Jose Quintero tries to start it up. It was a solid corner. 3 purple shirts in the vicinity, but they just couldn't get the clean shot off. Here is Sinclair. Renix pushing it out. Mendonça now switching sides. Just cleared out by Williams. Williams, one of 2 Lions sitting on yellow cards. So Williams, who was an aggressive defender in the first half, is going to have to be careful not to get sent off. Here's Mikey Halliday on the side. Centers couldn't connect with Quintero. Maciel will have to dribble out of trouble as he was pestered by Halliday, and enough to make a mistake. And Lions now showing some life. Halliday in the 50th minute. Dos Santos. Gusk, who got the start today. Rosario will switch sides. Connecting. Halliday trying to go inside to Quintero. Knocked away. Sinclair will send it down the pitch. Here's a foot race into the box. 1-on-1. Avisa comes up huge. And now with a little bit of space, can the Lions capitalize on the counter? Rivera has to slow it down. Gusk out for Rodas. Rodas is able to gather it up. Halliday sending it forward. Quintero will give it back. Halliday gets stood up. Maciel with a great defensive play. Here's Presley as the Lions are going to have to track back. The captain for Bell. Bell sends it forward. Firmino. Maciel. For Booth. Can't connect with Presley, and Presley very active throughout this game on the left and the right. And the Lions are going to have to find a way to find some passing lanes, and they get very difficult. Avisa forward. Dos Santos trying to get around Mendonça. Halliday finds Lamb. Lamb is able to get a shot off Rivera. He's got an open net, and he goes wide right. Felt a little defensive presence. Rice was pulled out. Lions taking a little too much time to get that shot off, and Rivera just misses. 52nd minute, and the Lions just can't capitalize. One of the better opportunities, showing what the Lions can do on the counter if they want to press forward. New New England doing what they've done all game long. Building from the back, finding the passing lanes, sprinting forward when they have it. Going over the top, great play. Just can't catch up with his own header. Rennick's becoming more active in the second half. Changes by New England to get him more involved. Dos Santos, Rosario. And they give it up. Here's Rennick's. Pushing it out. Firmino. Halliday will come over and say hello. Halliday is able to gather it up and then give it up. Whistle goes the other way as Firmino is whistled on the infraction, but happened to beat Halliday on his way around. Rodas for Gusk. Halliday giving it back to Gusk. He gets stood up by Orlando Sinclair. New England on the counter. Presley led, centers. Puts it out of play, and the opportunity is over for New England. Once again, New England so incredibly effective on the counter. Defensive breakdowns by Orlando City. Certainly a defensive breakdown in the opening minute of the second half, leading to the goal by Rennick's, his second on the season. And those outlet passes have been off the mark as Mendonça gathers it up. Presley. Quintones gives it up, and Rosario has to go back to his keeper. Pressure continues from New England. Gus going over the top. Speed. Last touch by Quintero. Spalding will throw it in. Expecting a New England substitution, but it looks like we're going to have to wait on that. Spalding throwing it in, finding Sinclair. Force back. Mendonça. And Tablante just took one in the gut from John Bell. And Tablante is still down, winded, after taking it from close distance. And you see exactly how this happened. Mendonça back to Bell. And Tablante was coming in, charging on it. And he's back on his feet, the 19-year-old. 5'10", 139. Looks like we may be getting that substitution after all. And so Spalding will have to wait. So Connor Presley, who's been the most active player in a white kit for the Revs, is going to come out. And he is going to be replaced. So Connor Presley, who came in, started the game. And another substitution as Monticelli will come in for the Lions. That's sent high in the air. So Rivera comes in for Presley.
For OCB in the 57th minute in the game is number 68, Thomas Williams. He is replaced by number 55, Juan Pablo Monticelli.
So Juan Pablo Monticelli comes in for Thomas Williams in the 57th minute. as well as Rivera for Presley.
Substitution for New England 2 in the 57th
And a set-piece opportunity is
Connor Presley. He is replaced by number
Mendonça.
72, Damian Rivera.
Looks like he's going to stand over this one. We'll see what Rivera has in his tank for the Revolution, as Presley was an agitator on both sides of the pitch. Rodas is whistled on that one. And another set-piece opportunity, and Alex Billiter is going to want to have a conversation with Rodas after the delay of play. And Rodas will be very lucky to stay out of the book between those two activities. So Spalding will talk it over with Formino. And we've seen this left foot, right foot look from New England in the past. Spalding lifting it, headed on by Bell. Flag goes up, and that will stop that opportunity. So Monticelli coming in. 6'2", 180, 23-year-old out of El Paso. And Sinclair sends it out of play. So with a little over 30 minutes to play, the Revolution looking for their third win on the season. We're nursing a 1-0 lead. The goal in the opening minute of the second half by Justin Rennicks, his second on the season. Quintero sending it forward, and Lamb is able to cover it. Lamb is someone for the Lions that needs to get more involved in this game. Not many touches. Has been in the middle, but Orlando City has not been able to get it into him. The attack has come basically from the left side, with Tablante and Rivera having the best looks at goal. Rosario back to Monticelli. Now Rodas. So basically the middle defense for the Lions has been rebuilt as Monticelli came in for Williams. And Jonathan Rosales left at the half for Mateo Rodas. Rodas slid into the middle and gave Michael Halliday an opportunity to go back to his normal right fullback position. Halliday stealing it away. Now Dos Santos getting turned around, but getting the ball. So we'll start back up with Gusk. Rodas ahead. Mikey sends it forward. Quintero trying to get on it. Spalding. And ultimately the flag went up. Quintero arguing with the AR on the far side that he was not offside. And so Spalding will kick this one away, getting his 8th start of the season, 2 assists, and it will be Joe Rice who got his 9th start in this game. Right foot high in the air. Rodas with the header. Rennicks was whistled on the infraction. And here's Monticelli sending it forward. Rivera on it. He's got friends. Slows it down. Pushes it out wide for Halliday. Quintero picks it up. He'll go back to Mikey. Now moving it in. Mendonça steals it away. Monticelli. Now Tablante. Tablante getting it from Rivera. Tablante into the box. knocked away. And Rivera, who comes in with another cast on his arm. So Presley with the cast goes out. Rivera with the cast comes in. Must be something in the water in New England. Hot and humid in Orlando. We started this game in the morning, now in the afternoon. New England came in, leaving 39-degree weather behind so that they could come in and play this game here in Central Florida. So Rosario will wait on the stoppage of play and share a laugh with the AR on the near side. Scoring recap, nothing in the first half. Second half opening minute, Justin Rennick's second goal this season, just uses his head, pops it over Austin Avisa. And the stoppage of play has to do with Joe Rice. So Joe Rice, starting keeper for New England, as we talked about. 9th start, 9th game on the season, 42 saves coming in. He's given up 12 goals. They're working on that right foot. If Rice has to come out, they'll dig deep. And it does not look like he's going to be able to continue. They can go with Keegan Meyer. And that's exactly what New England is going to have to do. Keegan Meyer will come in. 6'3", 195. He's 23-year-old out of Silver Spring. And Keegan Meyer will put on the gloves and get ready to come in. And that is a disappointing end of the afternoon for Joe Rice, who has been solid in the pipes, really has not been tested. And they're going to have to bring the stretcher out to get Rice off the pitch, and that's not a good sign for New England. So Keegan Meyer selected 43rd overall in the 2020 Super Draft by the Revolution. Signed with the Revs 2 in February 10th to be exact. Finished his college career in High Point, North Carolina, all-time leader in shutouts with 27. Earned 3 consecutive first-team Big South All-Conference selections in the 2017, 18, and 19 season. This is his 3rd game on the campaign. He started 2 when he lost them both. Gave up 6 goals and has 6 saves, so we'll see if he can get the save on the afternoon, replacing Joe Rice. So Keegan now officially on the pitch here in the 67th minute. So the rookie will roll it out to his captain. And New England now has made 2 substitutions on the afternoon. Marcelo Nevilev has made 3. We'll see what kind of support the Revolution gives Keegan Meyer in this spot action. You don't see keepers leaving games very often. Great ball movement by the Revolution. Heavy touch will stop the opportunity, cleared out. And Rodas will throw it. As you take a look at Orlando Sinclair. And that goes off the body of Maciel. On the other side, here's Rosario. pulling up the brakes. Going back to Monticelli. Monty sends it forward. Then back. Rodas pressured by Firmino. And Firmino pushes him from behind. Quick start by Rodas. Gusk to Blante, now on the right. Was trying to connect with Halliday, trying to earn it back. Here's Sinclair, some running room. Stopped up momentarily. And here's Gusk. Rivera. Quintero. And even when the Lions are trying to move it down and move it vertically quickly, they slow themselves down. Dos Santos over the top. Flag is down to Blante, trying to find the left foot. Tees up, knocked away by Spalding. Madanza, outlet to Rivera. Rivera getting around Rosario. Hill center, dummy, punched away. Aviza punches it away after the dummy pass. Cleared out, we take another look. Rivera bringing it down, dummy through. Punched on and punched away. And another good save by Aviza. He has come up big twice. Once in the first half, now in the second. Vervuth. And that's sent out. Here's Rivera. Stepped up to it. Daniel Rosario, outlet for Quintero. Rivera pushed from behind by Mendoza. Lamb is going to check out as he has been rendered nearly useless on the afternoon. Tanaka will come in for him. So Tanaka coming in for Lamb in the 70th. And another substitution. Gluvakovic. So Tablante is going to check out for the big man. He's 6'5", 187. Out of Charlotte. And that one also in the 70th minute. So Glue in for Moises Tablante in the 70th. And you have your full allotment of substitutions. Gosk from way downtown Disney Springs sends it wide right. So there is all 5 substitutions for Marcelo Nevelev. It was Tanaka for Lamb at 70, Glue for Tablante at 70. Dos Santos comes in for Amir, Rodas for Rosales, and Monticelli for Williams. And only 2 substitutions so far for New England. And that will stay with New England. Mendoza. And you see Glue at that 6'5", nearly 190 frame. And Aviza will snatch this one out of the air before Rivera can get it, roll it out for Rodas. And that's too heavy. That's the unforced error that we've seen from New England in this game. We've seen throughout the season just mental mistakes. Talking with Marcelo Nevelev throughout the season, he's been happy with the development of his players, but he's disappointed in the mental lapses that take place. Maciel into the box. Rivera sent to the turf by Rodas. And Aviza will kick it away. The goal of both of these managers, both, we'll get to that in a second. Formina sliding in last touch, stays in play. Open net, Aviza is able to get it back. Cleared out, it will belong to New England. Both of these managers, both Clint P.A. and Marcelo Nevelev, understanding their roles as Managers of two teams getting their players ready to play with the first team, developing their game, getting them used to playing at the professional level. Now in the box and knocked away. We'll stay where we are. Corner coming up on the far side. And both of these teams starting players today that have gotten time with the first team. COVID has made it a little bit more difficult for players to come up and down, and that's made it difficult for all of the two teams, both in Championship and League One. Formino on the outside of the net. We stay at 1-0. Before the pandemic hit, all the two teams were looking to move players up and back, provide rest and healthy bodies for the first teams. COVID changed all of that. And the movement has been limited. Trying to keep players healthy, trying to keep players COVID-free has made it difficult. Here is Tanaka moving quickly into the 18. That's knocked away. Corner coming up for Orlando City, and Tanaka is going to put it down and move it quickly. They keep it short. Rivera, he'll center. Stopped. Orlando City with a great opportunity there as Rivera whipped in a ball very, very nicely. Sinclair leading. Here's Renix at the baseline, pulls up the brakes, well defended by Halliday coming over from the right to work to the left. Quintones centers over the head of Formino. And Avisa will kick this one away. 15 minutes remaining. 1-0 Lions, showing a little bit more oomph in their game after a few of these substitutions, trying to find a way to even it at one apiece. Sinclair giving it up, getting it back. Mendonça. Maciel. Firmino was trying to turn on it, couldn't handle it. Had to outlet to Spalding. It will stay with New England. Talented players at both of these clubs. Both managers talking about earlier in the week how it's really been an experience for a lot of these younger players getting their first professional contracts, their first professional action, and seeing what it's like to be a full-time player. Quintones centering, headed out, and a throw coming up for New England. And we've got another hydration break. This hydration break is brought to you by Body Armor with potassium-packed electrolytes. Body Armor sports drinks will keep you hydrated until the final whistle. Also gives both of these teams an opportunity to go over and have conversations with their respective managers. And we'll take a look at the goal that was scored a little bit earlier by Justin Renix. It came in the 46th minute, just after the break. Mendonça to Orlando Sinclair, and then the head of Renix, and he just lifted it over Austin Avisa. And you see everybody is, there's not much hydration going on. It's more just cooling down. It's in the 90 degrees here in Orlando City, so everybody trying to cool down. And you would think that the heat and the humidity would be favoring Orlando City right now as they train at this facility here at Osceola Heritage Park. Orlando City trains on fields 3 and 4. The first team trains on 1 and 2, so the B team is able to see what's going on with the team that is currently second on the table in the East in MLS. And Marcelo Nevelev telling me that it gives his players an opportunity to really see the work ethic that's going on at the first team and the job that Oscar Pareja has done in getting this team to turn around, getting the team into a playoff position, sitting now second on the table, playing tomorrow night. And in Dallas tomorrow is we got the Oscar Pareja Bowl, as Pareja will go back to Dallas for the first time as a manager. Malongo will check in for Renix. And that will come in the 79th minute. There is another substitution for New England as well. And we'll get started up here momentarily. Fujiwara coming in. And away we go. Rivera trying to find a clean shot, and that's knocked away. Corner coming up.
In the 78th minute, leaving the game is number 12, Justin Renix. He is replaced by number 10, Mayel Malongo. Also for New England 2, leaving the game is number 6, Excel. He is replaced by number 53, Hikaru Fujiwara.
New England trying to pick up a second one. It's knocked away. Rivera, and he's fouled. So more fresh bodies for New England. Rodas for Halliday. Rosario. Tanaka. Stolen away momentarily, and there is what has troubled Orlando City throughout the game. They pick up the ball, they're looking to counter, and they give it up. Credit New England. They have played a high line all game long, playing very high and really cutting down the passing lanes, pressuring Orlando City, and you see it right there. Malongo making it very difficult to outlet. And then New England on the other side slowing things down, not giving Orlando City an opportunity to counter. Here's Tanaka. Rivera let it go right through his legs, and that will be played back to Meyer. So Meyer will get an opportunity to kick it away. Remember, Meyer came in the 67th minute for the injured Joe Rice. Strong right foot. Too strong, as a matter of fact. Halliday with the throw. Gus sending it forward. Glue couldn't keep it in play. Mendonça gets stood up, trying to earn it back. Dos Santos for Tanaka, 82nd minute. Lions pressing forward. Quintona's playing defense, forcing Tanaka to slow it down. Now Tanaka turning it in, calling for reinforcements, still on the ball. It goes back to Monty. Now Rodas. And Spalding slows it down. And a card coming up to Rodas. Third card of the afternoon against the Lions. This one coming in the 82nd minute. So Alex Billiter handed out 3 cards. They've all gone against the home team. Mateo Rodas, who came in to start the second half, is now in the book, and you see exactly how it happened. Spalding comes up, knocks it away.
A yellow card has been issued to OCB.
And as Malongo gets knocked to the turf, Rodas goes in the book. And Tanaka giving a corner to New England as time is running out on Orlando City. And here is Fujiwara. So Fujiwara lifting it, punched out by Avisa. Malongo working on Rodas. Monty will kick it away. Rivera thought he had it momentarily. New England turns it around. Spalding taking his time. Now Sinclair. It's Malongo with Sinclair as the outlet. Stolen away. On the other side. And there is basically the story of Orlando City on the day. Opportunities that have just been a foot or two beyond reach. And the push from behind by Malongo. Gusk ahead. A little give and go, but Gusk isn't able to get there. And trouble continues for Orlando City. Passing is just not there. Corner earned. Gusk, who got the start today, the 18-year-old. And Orlando City goes short quickly. Quintero, double team, gets his pocket picked. Malongo coming the other way here in the 85th. And there's the story of defense for Orlando City, just giving too much space for New England to go vertical. Rivera is going to chase, but isn't able to catch up with that one. So Tanaka will lay it off. And Rosario will hand it over to Monticelli. Left foot down the pitch, over the head of Rivera. And Bell will play it all the way back to Meyer. He'll play it at his feet. Glue will go over. Keep him honest. The interior play, the striker play of Orlando City has been very, very quiet throughout this game. Ball has come up the wings almost exclusively. Lamb kept very quiet in the first. Glue, since he's come in the second, same thing. Mendonça ahead. Here's Quintones for Rivera. Firmino, who's taken some shots from the outside today. Mendonça, and then handled. Heavy touch by Sinclair, but he's able to cover up. Fujiwara gives it back. And a little bit of pressure by Orlando City, making it difficult on this exchange for New England. Fujiwara. And he gets it back from Spalding. Now pushing forward. Malongo has to give it back. Fujiwara. That's knocked away before it can get to Farino. And that long distance outlet pass just can't get there, and that's been the story too. Orlando City trying to go vertical with long distance passes, and they're just not on point. And New England will have to work it all the way back to Meyer out of his office. And the pressure is there, but the pressure is late by Orlando City. And that goes out of play. Less than 3 minutes of regulation. Quintones, the 17-year-old, developed through the Revolution Academy. Malongo. And he'll bring it into the 18, double teamed. Stolen away by Rodas. Who's going over the top, looking for Rivera, and at 5'6", that's a difficult task. And we'll see if that is a card issued against Quintones. Doesn't look like it will be. New England on it. Now in the 89th. And that will go all the way down the pitch. Orlando City needs to find ways in the waning moments of this game to at least challenge the substitute keeper. They have been unable to do so. Opportunities to put balls on frame have been very limited by the Lions this afternoon. Rivera. Gusk. Now Glue just inside the 18. Rivera was there. Tanaka couldn't settle it at his feet. It's cleared out by New England. Back Orlando City. Dos Santos tees up, knocked away. Rodas. He tees it up, it's knocked away. Rodas now trying to get it into the box, and nobody home as Myers able to stop it with his feet. We're in the 90th. Tanaka will keep him honest. Meyer highlights it out. Here's Quintones. Firmino has to send it back. Sinclair back to Firmino. Then forward. Fujiwara. Malongo. Malongo's got some running room. And that's sent out. Fujiwara earns New England another corner opportunity. We're going to have 7 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. Plenty of time for New England to pick up another one. Plenty of time for Orlando City to find the equalizer. But if they want the equalizer, they're going to have to wait. Because the first thing we're going to have in stoppage time is the corner. New England deciding to go short. Not sure if they're aware there's 7 minutes of added time. Fujiwara. And here's Rivera. Rodas is able to come up with a loose ball. He'll send it forward, going over the top. He's got Tanaka. Plays it off the chest, slows it down, waiting for reinforcements. He'll work his way to the 18. Heavy touch. Pulls it back. Able to center. Nobody home. He had Rivera. He was looking for Quintero, but he had Rivera wide open in the middle of the 18. 1 minute gone by. Here's Halliday to throw it in. Finds Quintero. Working on Spalding. Spalding goes down. Opportunity over for New England. And Quintero is going to get the conversation from the referee. Spalding will kick this one away. New England will look to waste as much time as they can. And Quintero goes into the book at 90 plus 2. Another card handed out, the fourth on the afternoon for the Lions. Spalding's left foot high in the air. Out kicks the coverage. Monticelli picks it up. Slides it out to Amir. Here comes the attack. Dos Santos gives it up. Sinclair leading the offense. Rivera waited on it into the box. Rivera will take the shot right into the awaiting hands of Aviza. Aviza will punt it away. Looking for Tanaka. He outkicks the coverage. Firmino. And that gets sent back. Quintones. Fujiwara. Bell. Now Spalding. Perfuth. Fujiwara. Mendonça. Sinclair and Firmino will play catch. Sinclair, who's had an active game throughout the game, starting in the morning, now in the afternoon. Malongo working his way towards the 18. Hands it off to Fujiwara. A little defense momentarily. Fancy feet work. Almost danced himself right out of the play. Malongo does in fact earn a corner for Orlando City, and Mikey Halliday is slow to get up. Trying to stretch out. New England goes short. Mendonça into the box, takes the shot, punched away by Aviza, and he's appealing to his defenders not to give that up. We take another look. Mendonça working his way in, gets the shot off. Aviza's able to punch it away. Aviza with some good saves on the afternoon. And Rivera will go short. Fujiwara giving it back. Into the middle. Mendonça. Sinclair. Firmino. And New England's going to be content just taking the air out of the ball. And Orlando City, if they want to work their way in, if they want to work on a draw, they're going to have to pressure. Rodas picking it up, outlet pass, sending it forward. Looking for Quintero. Quintero trying to battle with it. Mendonça coming up with it. He'll send it down the pitch. Malongo into the box. Takes the shot. Another big save by Aviza. Sinclair. Fujiwara. Monticelli comes up big there. Mendonça sending it back. We're in the 6th minute of added. Mendonça sending it forward. Trying to dribble it towards the corner. Sent out of play. It will belong to Orlando City. We take a look at this exchange. Malongo, right foot. Another outstanding save by Austin Aviza. And the throw. Fujiwara for Sinclair. Dancing back, fouled by Dos Santos. We're in the final minute of stoppage. And New England would be wise to just dance it to the corner. And that's what Fujiwara is looking to do. And that will stay with New England. They'll take the air out of the ball and let Colby Quintones throw it in, connecting with Sinclair, and he'll go to the corner. And New England will be very wise just to dance right there. It belongs to Aviza. But the whistle has been blown. Game over. 1-0 is your final. Here in Kissimmee, Justin Renix, in the opening minute of the second half, heads it over Austin Aviza. And the visitors come to Central Florida, and they get the 3 points, their third win on the game. Here it is, 46th minute. Mendonça to Sinclair. The header finds the back of the net. That's all the scoring on the afternoon. Guess what? We've got a save of the day for you, and we'll get to that one in a moment, as both teams will do the fist bumps on a game well played. New England very happy to get this road win. And you see the star of the match. And more congratulations for the Revs. The save comes in the 44th. Presley into the middle, and the outstretched arm of Avisa denying Orlando Sinclair a goal. And Avisa came up strong time and time again in the second half as well. We're going to take a break, come back, highlight stats, and say goodbye. New England with the win, 1-0 here on ESPN+.
I'm making my money work for me.
I met and raised my savings goals.
Fairwinds gave me the freedom to go further.
My advisor helped me invest in myself and maximize my savings.
I can focus on growing my business because I know Fairwinds is growing my money.
Fairwinds helped me pay less interest on my new car with a shorter term loan.
Fairwinds keeps me connected anywhere I go.
And I know whatever's next, my Fairwinds crew will always have my back.
Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds.
Welcome back to Osceola Heritage Park. 1-0 your final. After over 100 minutes of action, New England gets the win. We take a look at the highlights throughout the morning and afternoon, and we will go to the second half. Opening minute, Quintones, Mendonça. He'll lift it up in the air. Sinclair with the foot, and then the header by Justin Rennicks finds the back of the net. All the scoring of the game, all the scoring that the Revolution would need to come into Orlando City and get the win. We go to the 69th, and another great opportunity for New England. But Austin Avisa punches it away. That dummy pass and that shot, but Avisa, who had a number of quality saves on the day to keep it at 1-0. This one happening in basically the last minute of the match. Malongo, and Avisa denies him. We go to the stats. 4 cards handed out to OCB. 56%, that increased in possession as the game wore on. 7 shots on target for New England, 17 in all, but the only stat that ever matters is the one up top, and that's goals. 1-0 is the final as the Revs get the win. We go to the upcoming schedule in League One action for OCB. 2 upcoming road matches, Greenville and Richmond. We come home on 10-10 to take on Chattanooga. And then on the road in Tucson, come back on the 21st of October to take on the Richmond Kickers. So time for us to say goodbye on the afternoon. We started in the morning. Glad that you were able to get up with us. I'm Bruce Silverman. For everyone associated with this broadcast, thanks for being with us. New England gets the win. I will see you tomorrow night on the radio as Orlando City is in Dallas to take on FC Dallas. 1-0 here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.